Good morning. Good morning. Coming to you from Ghana, and right now I'm on the Cape Coast in a little town called Elmina. And Ghana's actually the 8th country on this epic mission, and yesterday I completed my 8th land border crossing, kicking off in Dakar, Senegal about 2.5 weeks ago. So all up it's been approximately 3,500 kilometers overland. So just behind me here we've got a real piece of history. This is Elmina Castle, and it was constructed in the 1480s by the Portuguese and was then taken over by the Dutch in 1637. And it was actually one of the areas which was central to the Atlantic slave trade. And it's said that approximately 30,000 slaves were traded every year from this site, from the commencement of the trade right up until slavery was abolished. So yeah, it's like a bit of a dark part of our history, I think, but yeah. So just down on the beach this morning, going for a bit of a early morning stroll, and conditions are pretty good. So this patch of beach here is actually right next to Elmina Castle, and there's a fishing port just over here behind me. We've got a little bit of a wave coming in over here, a little right-hander. Yeah, you don't want to put a foot wrong here. Just going for a bit of a cruise through the streets of Elmina now, and yeah, but if you come into West Africa, you got to be ready for this humidity, and it is hotter than a meth pipe on payday. Good morning. The kids here are so cute. Look at all these flags. So just at my back here there's a very impressive assortment of flags, and what these actually represent are relationships that the boat owners have with the country's flag that is at mast. So we've got like Senegal over here, Guinea, and Israel, Brazil, Spain, Another Senegal flag down there. France further down. Let's get a football with the local lads.
Hey!
Hi.
One man.
Junior gangsters. Yeah, obviously football very popular in this part of the world. And Ghana, yeah, they actually had quite a bit of success at the recent Football World Cup in Qatar. Alright, so from here I'm just going to head a little bit further along the coastline to the Cape Coast and do some exploring around there for a couple of hours. So let's do it. So right now I'm at the Kakum National Park, which is about an hour's drive north of the Cape Coast, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. We're just going to head up into the jungle here, and apparently they've got this kick-ass like treetop canopy walk, so we're going to go and check that out. See this jungle, it's just lush and green. It actually reminds me of some sections of the trail on the way up to Annapurna Base Camp in Nepal. Look at this. It's a little bit wobbly, but it's not too bad.
Sorry,
It's a bit hard to tell exactly how high this is. I mean, it's a pretty long drop down to the vegetation, but I suspect the ground is probably quite a bit lower than the first vegetation on the way down. So you can see the jungle here is really quite dense, but it's beautiful. Alright, so we're gonna go up there and right all the way to the end. And then turn around and come back. Yeah, that was sick.
She said that they're gonna steal your phone.
Yeah.
Alright, that was really cool. So, right now I've got to make tracks, get back on the road. I've got a bit of ground to cover before sundown. Get the other castle right there, and yeah, just looking at the ocean here, like it's almost got a Caribbean kind of feel to it. What's your name, bro?
Hey, my name is Michael Otto. I'm from Cape Coast, born and raised in Cape Coast. Yeah, I'm a special artist in Cape Coast. I do a lot of pictures of painting, and this is what I have here with canvas and acrylic paint. That is what I do. I sell. Yeah.
Looks good, man.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Hey, I love the style, the African vibe. You got a little village kind of. There it is.
Yeah.
And you got a Ghana flag.
Ghana flags
in there as well.
Cape Coast is the former capital of Ghana, the ancient capital. When you talk about the history of Ghana, it's Cape Coast. It talks about Cape Coast. Yeah, and we have the good university. We have a good tourist attractions here in Cape Coast. So I want everyone to come to Ghana, visit Cape Coast, and enjoy the tour in Cape Coast. Welcome, everyone.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, that local boat was pretty cool. So, right now I'm just going to get a burger into me. I'm famished, and then I might head up and take a look at the castle up here. Beer, then burger, and then we explore. If I want to take one of those bad boys in the head. Right, so I'm at the Cape Coast Castle, and yeah, it's got a pretty dark history to it, this place. It was originally a major trading center for timber and gold, and this occurred up until around the 1700s. And then from that point, it quickly established itself as one of the major trading posts for African slaves to be shipped to the Americas. Everybody, this is Monica. Used to be the life of the party, but she's cooled her jets somewhat in the last couple of days.
I miss my old drive.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping you can dig deep and get some of that mojo back.
Will not need your sunglasses and watch your head as well.
So right now I'm just about to head down into the male slave dungeon. I'm not too sure what this is going to be like, but I have to go down there. Yeah, so that there, I mean that's just shocking, like next level. And there's actually a light in there now, but we just switched off the light and shut the door, and there is zero natural light in there. There's no windows. Humidity is through the roof, and just to think that there was like dozens and dozens of slaves just boxed in there in those conditions is just, I can't really find words to describe just how abominable that is. Some more cannon defenses here. So this hall that I'm in right now was an auction house, and this is where the slaves were brought to be inspected before they were sold. And to add insult to injury, well, I've just been told that they had tables in there that were covered with bottles of alcohol, so the buyers could basically have a little bit of a party and get on the piss while they were inspecting slaves that they would potentially acquire. And then once the slaves had been sold, they were then branded. Yeah, it's just, I think I'm probably just struggling a little bit with the reality of it, like just trying to process it, picture it. Like, it's really hard to believe that humanity would be capable of such an atrocity. Yeah, I mean, going down into that male cell before, like, that was just harrowing. Like, the conditions down there, we're looking at a cell that was maybe 5 meters by 15 meters, and supposedly they kept up to 200 male slaves in that confinement. And again, no natural light, like pitch black in there. Humidity was just shocking. Like, it's just, yeah, it's impossible to fathom. Cannonball's probably about 7 or 8 kilos. So just prior to shipping, slaves were held in that shitty little room there, and then walk down this hallway here, and then through that gate at the end. Cigar would be good. So all in all, pretty harrowing and sobering experience coming here and seeing this. And I wanted to include this in this video because whilst it's abominable beyond anyone's comprehension what actually went down here, it is nonetheless a part of the history of this region. Alright, we're just having a beer and we've just met this local bloke and we're going to go and have a bit of a chat with him.
PH1, partner. Yeah, man.
How are you, mate?
I'm partner, mate. Everything cool, mate.
So,
yeah.
Are you from Cape Coast?
No, I'm from Kumasi.
Kumasi?
Yeah.
So, what's Kumasi like?
It's also where I met Australian guys. Also, they do the gold mining.
Alright.
Yeah, there's a lot of mining going on in Kumasi.
Yep.
And then we have the largest market also in the whole West Africa.
Cool.
Yeah, so we start grounding from Kumasi. Now we are in Cape Coast. We was in Accra too. All over Ghana, you know how we do. Yeah.
So what do you think the future holds for Ghana?
Yeah, the future holds, you see all, you see the leaders. Yeah, if they change the mindset, Ghana is always, you know, the future is always in Ghana.
Yeah.
But the mindset of the leaders, they need to change it. Yeah, just be care about the people, the local people too. Yeah, because sometimes they find it difficult to make a living here. Yeah. So when they change the mindset, how Ghana is gonna be.
Alright, man, thanks for talking to us, eh?
man.
All the best, eh?
Yeah.